arrow and duplicate stream keys. Hello, Bryn. How are you today?
Is it live? Like you
Yep,
go
we
live?
are live.
Oh my gosh, I still
Hello,
saw the music.
Bryn. How are you today?
I still saw the music
You had
playing.
to kill your sound on your video.
I know. It was so good though.
It was. Live. Echo, 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 echo.
Yeah, I know. My audio is low though.
I see what you're doing there. Uh-huh. I'm going to swap out the camera for a second here. Picture. Make sure I've got it all. You set up correctly. Sorry for my clear my throat. Sorry.
Yeah, your audio is really loud. Mine's
It's
probably not very.
yeah. We need yours not to be so quiet this time because that's redonkulous.
You're very loud.
Yes. Mine still is.
Yes, very much so.
It's mine, really. Okay, hold on a second here. I have some special settings for that. I'm gonna talk really quiet though.
You talk very, very quiet. I'm just gonna talk normal.
Thank God.
And okay, so I'm trying to figure out. You're in the chat. We're trying to figure out if it's just Chris and I in our chat or if it's actually real people watching us. So if you are watching us, say something in the chat so we can tell if it's just me and Chris, just for our own purposes and benefits.
Um, the restream. How's that looking? Oh, beautiful on Twitch and on YouTube. Looks good.
And Chris is muted. So if he's talking to me, I have no idea what he's saying.
Oh, thank you. So loud.
Yeah. Yes. You
Okay.
are very loud.
It looks like YouTube and Twitch are still working.
Yes, they are.
How was your day?
It was pretty good. I feel like whispering because you're burning my eardrums. So if you guys can hear that's too low.
Too low?
Keep talking.
Too talking? Keep talking? Keep talking?
A little bit more. Keep going.
Say again?
Talk.
I am talking.
No, just keep talking.
Keep talking. I am keep talking. I will keep talking. I will keep talking.
All right. Down, 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 down.
You see, it got itself back up to 100% again
Now
all by
you're
itself.
all
I don't know
quiet
why.
again.
It moved itself up to 100%. Let's try to
Hmm.
do it again. What are we doing here, Dr. Jones?
We're not doing you at 100% because I guarantee I'm still pretty quiet.
Yeah. Do you know how you sound? Is anybody out there? Master volumes at 44%. How about now? How am I?
You're a little bit loud.
Okay. Wonder why this changes.
That's,
How about
that's
now?
better.
Is that any better? Okay. And it still keeps increasing all by itself. This is so strange. This changes. Hmm. Why? Well, see what I can do manually, I guess.
And I'm still really low.
I'm sorry?
I'm still really low.
Oh, don't say that about yourself. Okay. Um,
Like even when I yell, it's like I'm not even there. So I don't know if it's my microphone issue or not.
what was that last thing you did?
I pulled my microphone right to my face. Like,
Okay. Am I any better?
Look, it's the microphone issue or not.
Am I any better?
Yeah, you're still really loud because it's causing crackling. I pulled my microphone right to my face.
Am I any better? Okay. Well.
All right. So yours is what it is. And mine, I don't know how to fix unless I go over to the phone audio. Tyrone, hi, Tyrone. Even though you can barely hear me.
Oh my God, you can hear so much better when you put your mouth to that.
I know, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to sit here the entire time we're talking and hold my little wired microphone to my face.
Maybe
Because who does that? And even then, I'm still lower than you are because your volume keeps fluctuating.
it does. It goes screaming high, and I don't know why it's doing that. I keep turning it down.
I don't know. Maybe you need to, I don't know, figure that out. Who knows? I know what I can do. No, but then there'd be two of me.
How's my audio now? Is it any better? Is my audio any better now?
For me, I'm looking to see what Tyrone says.
Do.
Let's see here.
Right now I'm down negative 9.9 decibels.
Wow. So you should be like barely audible at all. And yet it's like you're searing through my eardrums.
Maybe your headset's up too high. Your volume? I don't know.
It could be my volume's up too high, but you still can't hear me. So I think that what might have to happen is I may very well have to actually go and join on my phone so that I can use my earbuds and then not use my computer sound.
Yeah. Let's see here. Alright.
Because I don't want to. I apologize, guys. I definitely don't want to be the people that always are trying to do audio fixes right at the beginning of our show. I want to just go and just be fixed. But definitely, when they're trying to do the stuff that we're doing and talk about the stuff we're doing, there's literally someone messing up our stuff every time we try to go live. So it's really complicated and hard to explain. Um, if you haven't, been kind of where we are as researchers and truth tellers, um, when you've got the information that we have and the knowledge bases that we have, they do work really hard to shut you down. They've worked very hard to shut Chris down multiple times, even going as far as actually removing information from his computer. So, and I think we all know what I mean when I refer to as they. Um,
Right?
it's just ridiculous. So,
Tyrone, how are we doing now? Volume wise.
whoa, you're, yeah,
What?
no, you're like booming
Way
in
loud
and
now?
out. Yeah,
How about now?
it's perfect now.
Oh, thank you.
But I am still going to join from my phone.
Yeah. Great. I don't know which one to turn off.
Hang on.
There you go. Now let's
Okay.
see.
All right.
Oh my God, you have sound. It's awesome.
Do I have sound like I sound really like okay now?
The hell was that?
I don't know. I heard that. Yeah, see, Tyrone's a sound guy. He gets that you just need a way to monitor the output, and that would just require like an extra computer monitor for Chris, and he already has three. So just saying,
Can you have too many?
yes, you can.
Whatever.
You can have too many when it comes to computer monitors. So,
Nice clarification there.
yep.
So you're good now?
Yeah, your volume's fine, and hopefully my volume is much better now.
Yep. Finally, hold your phone out.
Oh, you just went high.
I'm high.
You're gonna you just got really loud. You're gonna have to figure out how to make that not happen because you'll be perfect, and then it'll just be like.
Okay. Because I have it cut in half right now. Is it still loud?
Keep talking.
Keep talking. I'm talking and I'm talking and I'm talking some more. If I were to talk, tick tock, talk.
I mean, it sounds pretty even, I guess. I mean,
Okay. Oh, it's pretty even. Yeah. Put that out a little
well,
further
I
away.
guess anyway. Um, I guess.
There it was.
Yeah, he's not loud on my side. Okay, so Tyrone says we're good. Hopefully, I'm good too with my sound. I'm sure lots of crickets and things are being heard from my side because I'm wearing my earbuds now, but that's okay because that's what happens when you live in the South with the bird-sized mosquitoes.
Those are big, by the way.
And I know, right? And the
Scary.
cat-sized toads. Had a great conversation about that last night with Chris. But aside from that, today is a really important day. We've got, at least in my time zone, 3 minutes left of today. It's a particularly hard day for me, and as it is, I'm sure, for a lot of other people. And I don't know, as it is, I'm sure, um, what's going on with my computer now.
That was me. I was adjusting the volume. I think.
Cat-sized toad. Tyrone, you live in Louisiana. How do you not know what a cat-sized toad is?
Ibbit, ibbit. Cat-sized toad.
Yep, cat-sized toad.
You get a whole bunch of those. Can they pull something for you?
I mean, I'm sure you could train them, but they might drip you with like bio neurotoxins.
Toxins.
Yeah.
Those
Okay, I'm
aren't
trying to
good.
figure out why. Yeah.
Yeah. Should
All
stay rid
right.
of those.
What am I watching? That is muted. And um that is muted. I guess I can't really.
What you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, that sounds like
I
fun.
just well, no, what I did was I muted the sound on my laptop. I had to unplug my earbuds from my laptop. So, um it's a Bufo marinus toad, and they have they're especially popular in Florida, and they love sitting in your dog's water dish, especially if you leave it outside. And so in Florida, typically the rule of thumb this time of year is to dump out your dog's water, put the water dish upside down, and just kind of walk your property and make sure there aren't any out and about in your property. But always make sure you keep a pitchfork handy because you never know when you might need to kill one. Pitchforks are required tools.
Hmm.
So, but seriously, they are required tools for killing them, and you have to because they are an invasive species and they are very poisonous. They can put down a full-grown German Shepherd in 20 minutes if you can't catch it in time. My parents have lost a couple of dogs because of that. So they are not squeaky toys. But at any rate,
Hey, thank you. That was wonderful. It's time for my medicine.
yeah, I'm not real sure what's showing on the screen. It bounced from us talking to the other thing.
Yeah, I switch it up once in a while for a little change scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sometimes I, put
So,
myself up there in a big bathing suit, two piece. I'm like, hi, hello.
right. And so, I mean, mostly, I think all the sound is working really well. And I don't know if you're on Twitch also, or if it's just me that's on our Twitch. I'm not sure. But if you're in watching us, please give us a hello in the chat. We are new, so make sure you like and you hit thumbs up and you ding the bell for notifications so that you can get the notifications that we are going live, and hit subscribe. Did I say that part? No. So like, ding the bell, and subscribe so you get everything you need to from the YouTube side. We'll always start out being on both Twitch and YouTube, and then we'll probably meander over to Twitch because sometimes YouTube isn't too content friendly about much anything.
Right. I'd like to show some stuff I've been doing as far as investigating voting stuff. So Tyrone might want to stick around for that.
Yeah, you definitely should stick around for that too. And as I've said in other live streams, anything that you guys want us to talk about, or like, hey, I'm curious about this and I don't know what the answers are, we're happy to research it and come back and do a whole live stream on it. We're happy to engage on the different mediums, bring somebody into our show, talk to them. I mean, we did that last week with a really smart and intelligent guy who's helping with the Florida audit aspect of things. Yes, you are very intelligent too. And I mean, he said that he had considered running for some type of like a Florida congressional position, but I guess something he didn't turn is like his like, hey, I want to run for Congress, whatever card in time. So he can't do that, but there are definitely some other positions that can be filled here very shortly. Like some school board positions, some supervisor of election positions, but definitely an entire school district school board is going to be gone. So, yeah, like I think there's going to be 5 open positions, so that's pretty awesome. But Tyrone says BS entertainment is accepted on YouTube. And it is, but the problem with it is that if you show something like, okay, you have, Tyrone, as a great example, you have your song on your YouTube channel. So if we wanted to bring it up and play that right now, it's going to flag it as a content ID infringement because it's showing us that that was played or has been on somebody else's YouTube. So it's going to flag us for a kind of a copyright claim because of the content ID. Now, we might know each other and you might be perfectly cool, and I would love to play your song, but I probably have to wait till we're on Twitch to do that because YouTube will flag it for content violation and say, whatever. And I would actually be really curious to see what happens with that.
Sometimes people would actually maybe go out on a limb and call them content Nazis.
I think Nazi is a very strong word. Gestapo. Gestapo is a better word.
Okay.
I think that there's just a lot of sensitivity around the word Nazi. However, I will go out on a limb and say that this is last time I checked, the United States of America, and I don't remember being under a dictatorship type of relationship with the three branches of the government.
Yeah, we definitely have
So,
that now.
so that's very intriguing.
It's almost like a
Um,
communist or Marxist attitude. You know, that's what it feels like.
yeah, I mean, I'm being told what to do with my body, what I can and can't do with my kids. Um, People are being told that they aren't going to be allowed to have their Medicare anymore. Um, I mean, it's just, you can't, it's going to get into some tricky water here because you can't, two things, 2 points of contention with what was said the other night. When he said, that he was going to remove the governors in the states that were undermining his authority as president. That's cool. I'd like to watch you try because it's not going to happen. Um, Governors are elected officials by their constituents in their states, and they're not appointed by the president or any other judicial or legislative body.
Could you imagine Trump saying that?
Oh my God.
They would lose their
Oh,
freaking minds.
well, I mean, I might be called racist again on my Facebook. I haven't checked that,
what are you?
but
You were a hidden one or secret one or something like that?
oh no, I was an undercover racist because I pointed out the good things that Trump did for America. Like we didn't have an active war in any of his terms.
He actually got some
He moved.
peace taken care of.
I know. I was like, wow, we're not actually going to war. This is great. We're not. He did not start any new wars. He did not get us in trouble with anybody. No other countries were mad at us. And fast forward to today, and it's just like, huh. Well, that was a really quick turnabout. Other countries are literally laughing at us, and I'm not okay with that because I want to be proud of the country I live in.
We didn't leave
And
hundreds or thousands of people behind in a foreign country to get killed with Trump. No, we didn't. That's right.
no, we didn't. We didn't do that.
Maybe
No.
we should switch over to just Twitch now.
Yeah, we probably should. So whoever's on YouTube with us, let me actually refresh this and see what it says because for some reason this is not updating real time for me.
What is it?
Oh, just the YouTube thing's not watching. Okay, so it says now it says starting stream started 20 minutes ago, 3 watching now. So if you are here with us, I'm going to go ahead and put the Twitch link in so that you can join us over on Twitch. And you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do anything. You probably do have to download it if you don't already have it.
Oh, on your phone.
Well, you don't have to have a phone. You can download it on a computer.
No, you'd have to download it if you had a phone. That's what I was asking. Sorry.
You can download it on a computer or a phone or anywhere you please, I guess. So we're going to be heading over to, thank you, Tyrone. Well, I mean, we'll just be chilling out there for a little bit, and then we're going to go join our friends for some music therapy. Keeping an eye to see when they start. I would feel like they used to start around midnight, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing it yet.
Seen what?
I haven't seen any notifications for the Q therapy.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So we will see you over on the other side, Tyrone. We won't talk about much without you. Don't worry. And for anybody else, the link is down there for our Twitch. And let me go ahead and throw out the other links. Granted, these are also in. I'm just going to throw all of these out if it'll let me. And I'm limited to 200 characters. Oh, well, that's not too bad. I guess I can take, since we're in YouTube, I can take the YouTube channel out. It's my teleporter. All right, got them all in there. Those are all of the channels that you guys can follow us on, find us on, keep up with us on. Feel free to join. And we're going over to Twitch now, so we will see you momentarily. Thank you for joining us on this side, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yay!
And you should be able to just disconnect the YouTube aspect without killing the entire thing.
I'm gonna try that right now. Well, of course, offline, Captain.
Okay, let me double check. It still says we're live.
Okay. Let me check into restream again now. Okay.
I'm refreshing as well.
That is what?
YouTube.
No, I'm looking at toggle all off on.
Okay, it looks like we're offline.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then do a retheme here. And for whatever reason, my Twitch is okay. Twitch is live. I'd like to just go to regular Twitch and my Twitch is
Nope, we're still on YouTube.
really.
Yep.
That literally makes no sense to me.
Let's see if I can end it here. Well, I think that we should just go over there and deal with that. And that's on. It's on. It's not. It's not.
No, that's not how we're doing it. This is the night we figure it out. And if I have to go into YouTube and stop the stream manually, I think I can.
I just tried.
Oh, it won't let you?
I couldn't find anything to do that, so I'm in restream right now, looking at it.
When you saw the toggle on off, was that in Restream or was that in?
There's restream.
Okay, so it gives you the separate options of like Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, well, there's a menu that says, yeah, 2 switches. Yeah.
So do you know which one is for which thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go to hit off on YouTube, it
OMG.
just says
OMG. Okay. We're going to do this right now. Okay. Here's the dashboard. I'm going to share my screen with you.
okay. I'm just trying to
Nope.
understand it because I don't understand Restream.
Yep, we're gonna go and do this because you need to see this. Okay. Okay. Right here says
Okay,
toggle.
whoa, 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 whoa! You're getting loud.
No, I'm just talking regular voice.
I know, but your microphone got really. Okay, hang on. I'm waiting for my screen to clear up. Okay. Okay. Dark light me off. So that's our YouTube, right?
Yes. So
Weird.
I turned it off.
Hmm.
So I turned that off. So
Very weird.
now I'm going to the Stream Studio stuff to see what's going on there. That's the Twitch. Don't know what to tell you. No idea what this is. So go back to the studio. Yeah. So I just, you know, yeah, I'm not happy with that at all. Should be better controls in this, you know. It's
Yeah, they really should. I don't know.
so.
Oh well. Oh well. We will just roll on with the beautiful stuff that we have to share and just go on from there.
Yep, so.
All right. So let's see. Okay. Let's see here. That.
So I was going to show you a
Mm-hmm.
transitional video.
Okay.
And do you think?
Are you?
Go ahead.
Let me ask you first. Are you also watching the Twitch stream, or are you? I'm trying to figure out if Tyrone's made it in yet.
Well, in OBS, it has both streams going, chats in it now.
Okay.
So I can see both of them in it now. It didn't before, but I do now.
Okay. I'm just looking at viewers just to see, like what it says.
I said hello.
Because it does. Oh, now 3. Okay, so now Tyrone's probably in here.
Okay.
So, all right. So you're going to show a transitional video.
Right. Just kind of go into our day of things aren't quite what they seem today. And we want to make
Yeah.
sure people understand more of the truth. So it's going to go, hello. Back when CNN used to tell the truth. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Pentagon, CNN's military affairs correspondent Jamie McIntyre. And Jamie, you got very close to where that plane went down.
That's right, Judy. A while ago, I walked right up to next to the building. Firefighters were still trying to put out the blaze. The fire, by the way, is still burning in some parts of the Pentagon. And I took a look at the huge gaping hole that's in this sideway. But from my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon. The only site is the actual
I can hear
side of the building
audio
that's
through
crashed
my
in. And
stuff.
as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you could pick.
I'm sorry?
I hear audio, and I don't know that I should be hearing audio because I have everything muted.
Are you hearing it through OBS or Zoom, or are you watching it on Twitch?
Okay, I have Twitch on, but I have Twitch muted.
Okay. So it's through Zoom, and you can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure there's no echo. Since I can't, I can listen for a second and see if there's an echo.
Pick up in your hand. There are no large tail sections, wing sections, a fuselage, nothing like that anywhere around.
That should have done it. I think it was because my mic was on. I don't know. Sure. Not that I could hear that, but somebody wrote no echo. Good. Ha ha ha.
Well, yeah, because Tyrone just signed up for Twitch and he's like, I got a random follower with a trollish name on Twitch. But yeah, welcome to Twitch. It's fun. Yeah, and that's the downside. I wish that we could actually like watch like what was being shown so we could actually like speak to it and be like, yeah, that was really dumb. They shouldn't have done that.
Well, nice thing about that was from my YouTube channel. So that should help.
Yeah.
I have one other one I wanted to show if you wanted to look at it real quick and not hear the audio, but just to kind of look at some of the things that are in it.
Okay, what's wrong with the audio of it?
Well, I mainly wanted to just show pictures of it. The audio isn't say anything; it's just a little music in the background, which is fine.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm not really worried about the music and that. As long as, remember what we talked about? The split screen?
Right. Okay, let me start this and get that in there.
I wonder what would happen if I left the Zoom on the computer. Would that just, well, I guess we can find out.
The problem with this video is that I was using some bed editing software that I didn't pay for, and so it had some it come through there. So there's a watermark on it, and I didn't have any other recordings of it, so it really sucked because it was a great video, but I didn't have all the information to rebuild it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, I'm trying to figure out where that sound was coming from. Whoa.
Yeah, there's no way that was a plane. I'm sorry.
Right? It's just crazy, man.
Yeah, the day was so crazy.
Yep. Insano.
Yeah, that I didn't see that happen.
Right? Order.
That's what I saw.
Outside the Pentagon, CNN's
Oh, that was interesting.
correspondent Jamie McIntyre. And Jamie, you got
Go back. Can you rewind that just a little bit? Because that was very.
Just a while ago, I walked right
Okay,
up
go
to
ahead.
next to the
Sorry.
building. Firefighters were still trying to put out.
It was more so about the ultraviolet flash that was there. And I don't know if it's because it's older footage or if it's now what we know to be a direct energy weapon.
I'm sorry. Where? What?
Okay, so when it said we did not see this, and then it goes to the next scene with the Pentagon. That.
Okay.
So just let it play. All right. So no, we didn't see that. And then it goes to this one. Just let it play. I'm just talking over it. So you see this coming in, boom, and then in a second there's going to be some weird ultraviolet thing happen.
Yeah, it's a flash that happens. It's
like right there.
The Pentagon, CNN's military
right.
affairs correspondent Jamie McIntyre. And Jamie, you got.
So that flash is what you would see in a EMP pulse, electromagnetic pulse of a nuclear device or a high energy weapon. And that's very unique to have that on that footage. Yeah. It's saying something happened there.
Right. So when you made this, did you notice that part of it when you made it?
Yep.
Okay.
I did. I didn't know what it was then. I couldn't identify it then. I just figured it was an EMP type pulse that whatever slammed into that probably had some kind of energy signature on the device that went poof. After looking at it further, I'm pretty sure it was a Predator drone that hit it, but yeah, who knows?
Did they have those back then?
Global Hawks Inc. They were something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty substantially big, but there were some shrapnel, aluminum plane parts out front there. Just not, there weren't two 9-foot in diameter plane
right. Right. There weren't two plane engines and some wings that had fallen off and a tail. Right. No, but a drone would explain a whole lot, though.
Right. Yep. Now there was a plane was seen that the theory is that it was mocked up to look like a full size plane, with people not being able to understand the size of it because of the whole speed of things happening in memory and so on. But the whole is not indicative of a 757.
Very close to where.
Right. No, it's not.
That's right, Judy. A while ago, I walked right up to next to the building. Firefighters were still trying to put out the blaze. The fire, by the way, is still burning in some parts of the Pentagon. And I took a look at the huge gaping hole that's in this sideway. But from my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon. There's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon. The only site is the actual side of the building that's crashed in. And as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you can pick up in your hand. There are no large tail sections, wing sections, a fuselage, nothing like that anywhere around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no luggage, no engines, no bodies, no seat.
That's the hole right there. That's the hole they had. That's it. It's like that wall that was there got just destroyed, but where's the plane, man? And it's before the building collapsed. You see, there's no 757 here, no luggage, no people, no tail end, no, not a damn thing. And not only that, if the wings went along here, let's see right here, there's no marks.
Yeah.
There's no marks.
No marks.
But what did it look like when it hit the Pentagon? Hit the Twin Towers? It's like
well, they were
open.
Yeah. Definitely.
There's some small parts right here, but not where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
Nicely placed piece of aluminum picture in the camera.
Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah. And they're just carrying it off like, doesn't weigh much at all.
We got it. Yeah. that.
Yeah.
They just
There's
hit
no
it.
way.
That's what it looked like if a full-size plane hit it.
Yeah.
We were shown this. Tiny. Look how tiny that was.
Yeah.
Comparatively. Yeah. That's a good eye there on that pulse.
Yeah.
So I think that one of the reasons I had this still is because I took it off the internet after I made it.
Okay. Yeah.
See that right there? That's what I was talking about, the rings.
Yeah.
So it goes through here, the first building, goes through the second building, third building, and the fourth one is like, there's no way a plane did that. And look at this. There's no marks here along this side or this side here from one of the wings. And it's
No.
sideways.
And again, let us not forget a plane hitting a seagull.
Yeah.
It will dent the nose of the plane, and they have to decommission the plane and fix it. So
Destroy it. Yeah. And remarkably, the $2.6 trillion, the people investigating that were the ones that got killed. Yeah. So this is the final hole where the plane was supposed to have come through. At the end there.
Yeah. No.
So I'm thinking that your point of a high energy weapon is looking really good right now.
Yeah. I think so.
Like a smoking black hole.
Well, yeah. And looks eerily similar to that of the different data centers that have had explosions in them.
What?
That were holding servers or rack space for different, I don't know, software or whatnot that may or may not have been used for the 2020 election. Just saying. It's just one of those things where it's like, okay, we've been told all of these things all of these years, and hi, it's like now you're a grown up, and now you can look at the stuff 20 years later and go, wait, we know so much more now.
Right.
Definitely than we did then.
Tyrone, you're right. Definitely not passenger plane. Nope.
No.
I mean, if a passenger plane was that low to the ground and hit that, you would have seen engine marks on the ground from where it dug into them.
Well, not only that, but there's several other major buildings around the Pentagon.
Oh, yeah, on the
power
poles, no way light poles.
It would have all been destroyed. There would not have been a hanging street light.
Oh, look at that, Chris.
Like right outside along the street that is, all in front of the Pentagon on both sides. There would not be streetlights hanging if a plane had gone through there. It would have been like, oh, we're taking all this rope with us, we're taking all this wire with us, and this pole too, and that tree.
They say it's one of the reasons why Trump was taken out of office is because he had ordered a full investigation into that when he first got in office.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
They said, nope, you can't do that.
Yeah, Tyrone. Yeah, there would be a lot more mess. There would be a lot more mess. Again, trees, shrubs, bushes, power poles, power lines, cars. They were just driving along, minding their own business. Like none of those things were in the way.
Yep.
And then you've got the whole plane in the field in Pennsylvania, and it's like, but was it really, or did you just take a bunch of flamethrowers out there, birds and grass in a field, and call it a day? Because that's exactly what it looks like. There was no fuselage. There was no. Why is it that plane seats always survive a crash? Plane, like the seats you sit in a plane, in an airplane, they always survive a crash.
Yeah. Yep. You were the same spot in the plane, tail.
I've heard the opposite, actually.
People that have survived the most have been in tails for some reason. Don't know. Personally, I don't think I want to be anywhere on a plane that crashes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on any plane
So
ever.
this is one of the only videos I can find on the internet that has an energy weapon. Kind of it reiterates some of that. It's kind of
We've seen other things like what was that one?
slowed down right now. Basically, there's an IED over here. They can't get near because it's so big that they don't want to take the risk. And so you'll see a brown light or brown thing across the screen here. Yep, that's where whatever is in the atmosphere, like dust and stuff, gets smoked real quick, and then it gets hit.
Yeah.
Huge explosion.
They're like, yeah, so like you can see what it's doing to like the camera focusing. Like imagine what that does to your brain.
Yeah, the magnetic field that's created here, yeah, totally screwing up the writing of this information. That's what that distortion is.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. Did you just throw that on there?
say again.
Nothing. I saw your little logo pop up.
Oh yeah, that was the weapon going off. That was my video also.
Okay.
All three of those were from my channel.
So, well, there were other energy weapons that we've seen, and we've seen the signature of the one that happened last year in I can't remember where it was. It was the one that you were looking into, and they had said, oh, they had a bunch of fireworks underneath the store. And we're all like, no, you mean you guys blew up a building that was right next door to a bank owned by the family? Okay, it sounds
Not the
legit.
Nashville thing, right?
No. This was overseas.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The one in Beirut.
Yes, Beirut. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So it was at Port of Beirut, and Michael Forey actually has family that lives over there.
Oh, what
they say? And well, I mean, we were just more worried that they were okay. So I don't know that he's necessarily talked to them about like, hey, what'd you see? What did it sound like? I have no idea. He and I have actually never revisited that topic. But there were like other things happening where, they had other like street cams going on, and they have those videos of the street cams. And then there was a bride having her bridal pictures taken, and it just like the wind aspect or whatever it was, like literally swept the entire train of her dress, and her veil got ripped off her head, and the flowers. It was just all a mess, which again, with the magnetic field and that whole explosion that you just showed us, it seems to be very similar, that it just kind of sucks it, it explodes everything or implodes everything and then sucks everything around it.
Yeah,
in a very weird way.
Right. There was supposed to be a lot of turmoil above the World Trade Centers also. Will it be a lot more mess their own? We should just bring him in Zoom. Bring him in Zoom.
Yeah, we should. I mean, he was saying that there would be a lot more mess if it had been an actual plane at the Pentagon.
Tyrone, you want to come in Zoom? Be on here? Because if you do, we know how to do that.
You don't have to like be louder to talk to the people.
Oh, you're funny now, huh? Very funny.
Oh yeah, I am very funny. So I'm trying to think. So you were done in 2005, or you in? I can't ever remember this.
Yeah, I got it in 2005.
Okay, so you enlisted. He said not tonight.
Not tonight. Got it.
So when did you enlist?
I enlisted in 1997, January.
Okay.
That's just anhydrous grasshopper.
Okay. So where were you at when you found out about the Trade Center being hit?
I was in San Jose, or actually Felton, Santa Cruz Mountains. At the time, I had helped start up a youth program for the city of San Jose and the school district there for alternative schooling for kids. And I was sleeping at my grandfather's house down in the basement part. He was up in the hills and stuff, and 3-story house. And old girlfriend of mine called up, said, "Turn on the TV now. A plane just hit the Trade Center." And I was like, "Oh my God!" And sure enough, she was right. And I left for work that day, and I packed everything, knowing that I was going to get called up that night. We were a military police company, and got to work. My buddy did the same thing. I actually called him, and I had this problem with I would always call his girlfriend, his wife, his ex-girlfriend's name, and I've yet to live that.
That's not good.
I've yet to live that down. And she answered the phone. I'm like, "Wrong name." It's right in there. You need to turn on the TV. She said, "Damn it, that's not my name." No, yeah, never.
That's great.
Yep.
No, you won't ever.
So
Not ever, ever.
yeah, and so anyways, he came into work and we're like, "All right, yeah, we're going." And sure enough, we got called up that night. Anyways, yeah, started the whole whirlwind of stupid, and it didn't happen until after Benghazi that I stopped to even look at the Pentagon, because people say that, and I was like, I would get mad.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying? Stop!
Mm-hmm.
Like, just stop that. And it's part of that process you go through of bringing the truth to light, the darkness of the past, and looking at it. And it's really difficult for me and some other people to accept the fact that we as a country are in fact the largest state sponsors of terrorism and horrible things. And there's a whole population of people in America who are good people and don't know about it or can't do anything about it. But we can fix this and we can stop it. And, Joe Biden's a perfect example of that. What the hell is that guy doing as a president? Even Congress came out with a report right before he went in saying that he's compromised for China, Ukraine. His son was. They're totally getting paid billions and millions of dollars for stuff. You can't have a president like that. So it was hard. Anyways, I'm sorry.
No, you're perfectly fine. What's interesting is you use the word compromise in hmm, hmm.
He ran
This was a
homeroom.
really what?
Tom was saying he was in homeroom.
Who was?
They put it on TV a little bit. Yeah, he was in school when the 9/11 happened.
Who are you talking about?
Tyrone. He put it in the
Oh,
chat.
okay. So, oh, okay. Got it.
Where were you?
I wasn't. Um, I was on a different train of thought.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So you were because you changed your train of thought to what is wrong with that man. So remind me to go back to what is wrong with that man.
Okay.
I was actually supposed to be in New York City in Tower 2.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you loved hearing this story when we were in San Diego at the Charette. I was supposed to go and talk to some people with the guys that I have been working with for my record album. And they were with my recording label, and we were going up to we were supposed to have a meeting with someone who was willing to help finance our, venture or adventure, as we wanted to call it, and get set up on like a, regional tour, southeast regional tour. I think it was supposed to be like 8 states, 30 concerts, 8 states. So I woke up early morning. My plane was supposed to leave Tampa at, I want to say, I'm trying to backtrack now that I know how long it takes to get to Charlotte.
This is an
I
amazing
think
story.
I want to say it's an hour and a half flight from here to Charlotte, but one way, like not nonstop to New York. From Tampa to New York, it is about what, like a 3-4 hour flight.
Yeah, how about that?
So I think I was supposed to be at the airport by 4 to check in for a 5 a.m. flight, and that would have put me in New York by 8:30. So yeah, it's a 3.5 hour. I'm trying to see who is. Somebody's doing something on my phone.
I said hello.
To who? Where?
Got Galactive 8 or.
Oh, Galactivation Nation, Galactivator.
Yep, sorry to interrupt you.
I felt buzzing in my phone, and I'm like, what's going on?
Mhm.
But no. So, long story short, I wasn't feeling well. I woke up at about 3 in the morning. Just had this very nauseated feeling, and it just, something told me something wasn't right. And I called my other guys that worked with me at the label, and I was like, hey, Brian, I don't think we should go. And oh god, they were so pissed. They were like, oh my god, this is like the chance. This is like the one. This is like, oh, you gotta go.
It's crazy.
And I'm like, no, we don't gotta go. In fact, I want you to go ahead and call, or if you don't want to, I will. I'll call. And they're like, yeah, we're not calling that dude and telling him we're not coming because we guaranteed him you would be there. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was a prize pony to go show off. So no. So I ended up calling him, and I was like, hey, so yeah, I know it's really early and I'm sorry, but we're not coming. And I just have this really bad feeling about this morning. And, I think that maybe you and your wife and your kids should just, I don't know, take a skip day and go spend some time together and, enjoy some time as a family, not in the city, literally anywhere but the city. And he was like, okay. And I was like, in fact, you should probably just close the office for the day. And he was like, well, that just sounds crazy. I said, no, I really I think you should, actually. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to trust you just because this sounds too weird not to trust. I don't know. I'd like to see how this plays out so I can just, this is going to cost you your career because I'm not going to sign that check if you're wrong. So I was like, okay. And I wasn't wrong. But he did go ahead and he did not send any of his employees to work that day. He did not go to work that day. And there was a news story about him in May, actually involving the fact that he was not in the World Trade Center when it was hit.
If you were to tell these people who you're talking about and stuff, they would blow. It reminds me of blown. They would be like, "Boo."
Yeah.
So
then on the flip side of that, it would also put some very big things in play, and I don't want any of that involved right now.
Right.
So that's where I was supposed to be, but where I was actually pulling into my parking space at my job. I worked for Arizona Beverage, and they had just launched out the the Arizona energy drink, and the first concept packaging of it was terrible, especially given the timing of it, because it was the energy bullet. So if you remember back around 2001, where you saw like the Red Bull car driving around with like the Red Bull can on the back of the car.
Right.
Okay. So imagine that, but with like a cone on top of the can, because it's an energy bullet. So it looks like it looks like you're driving around in a car with a giant missile on the back of it. It's like, oh Jesus.
That's funny.
Sweet baby Jesus. We don't need this. Get rid of them. So the packaging was so terrible. Post 9/11.
Okay.
I literally went through the entire warehouse in Tampa and pulled every one of those damn plastic silver caps off and was like, no.
What's it called again? I'm gonna look this up.
It was the Arizona Energy Bullet, and it was an energy drink, and it tasted similar to Red Bull, but I really didn't like Red Bull at the time either. But I became very accustomed to Red Bull working for a college and playing Red Bull flip cup. Very good at that, which is very odd. So I pulled into my parking space at Arizona Beverage, and I remember I was a little bit early. I had to wait for somebody to come that actually had keys to the office to let me in. So I was just sitting there and listening to the radio, and the shock jock morning crew guy says, "Hey, we're getting some reports out of New York that a small plane has hit one of the World Trade Center buildings." And I'm like,
What?
what? Huh? And then I get in my car, and right as my boss pulls up, and I'm like, open the door, open the door, open the door now, get it. I said, I run inside, I unlock my computer, and my computer won't connect to the internet because it's all like dial up and AOL. You've got mail. I'm like, oh my God, come on. And it's probably on my end. They're racing cars up and down the street behind my neighborhood. So I said, get the TV, get the TV. There was a plane that hit one of the twin towers. He's like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, no, I'm not. Get the damn TV. And so he did, and there was probably 10 of us huddled around this old ass black and white antenna needing 13-inch TV. And by the time we finally got it, like, so we could see enough picture, was right when the second plane hit. And all of us just were like, I felt like I couldn't breathe for 5 minutes.
Wow.
And my boss, Doug, was on, he was I don't know what you call him, but he was active duty National Guard or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Title
Okay.
10. It's called Title 10.
All right. Okay. So he has his like cell phone, like his Celica phone, and then he has his like other phone. Well, we're all like huddled around, just kind of like taking in what's happening in our world and what is happening, like what's going on. And I hear his other phone ringing. I'm like, Doug, your phone's ringing. He's like, uh-huh. And we're just like watching this replay after replay after replay. And I'm like, no, Doug, your phone, your other phone's ringing. He's like, uh-huh. I'm like, Doug, it's your other phone. He's like, oh shit. And he goes and he's like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Be there in 10. Goodbye, sir. I was like, what? He's like, I gotta go to the base.
Your boyfriend?
No. This was my boss.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure I
Yeah.
have it right.
He was my boss at Arizona Beverage.
Okay. Sorry.
And so he's like, I gotta go. And I was like, hi. We have fleet drivers out delivering product right now. What would you like us to do with them? Because they may not know what's going on. And I don't want our drivers out there because we don't know what's going on right now. And he's like, oh, right. Okay. Other dude, you're in charge. It was the it was like the AVP, and I was like, oh, what is he gonna do? He can't even decide which flavors of beverages to order or keep in stock anywhere ever. I'm the one who makes those decisions, Doug. And he's like, fine, what would you like to do, Bren? And I'm like, well, I'd like to recall all of our fleet drivers in, have them all in house, and let them decide if they want to go home with to be with their families or if they'd like to stay here and clean the warehouse. That way, we're all in one place together. And if we need to evacuate and go somewhere together, we are all together. It seems like the safest option.
So funny.
And he's like, okay, fine, do it, call him. And so we start radioing the drivers to come in, and finally we sent them, everybody went home. And that also was the same day that I decided to get divorced from my very first husband.
Wow.
That I have my daughter with, because I decided if the world's going to hell in a handbasket, I'm not staying married to that dude for anything, because he was pretty worthless.
Wow.
Just saying. Yep. So that's where I was.
Huh. Well, there you go. I ran across this little why is the screen not changing? You can hear me okay, right? Huh, that's weird.
Yep.
Well, let's try this. Full screen. Hello. It's supposed to change when the other person talks, but not. So we're back to gallery. And we'll go back to doot, doot, doot. Okay, not working, sorry. Escape. There we go. Okay. Strange stuff happening here. I was looking for do weapons that have been caught on cell phone footage, and I couldn't find any, but I ran across this. It's apparently in Afghanistan, and they've been playing with some of the stuff we have there. So they've been blowing some stuff up. Anyways, they started out with this. Pull breath first. I think it's supposed to be full breath first.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that plane? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And so there's Taliban going through all the stuff we left behind. Yeah, so good footage, helicopter, fun stuff. Just kind of a reminder that things that aren't happening like they should be, folks. We should be mindful of that and be prepared. Yep. So Afghanistan's going off real good still. Thank you, Joe Biden. We left billions of dollars of equipment over there. Sure did.
83 billion.
And don't forget about the people, okay? They didn't want to leave apparently.
Yeah, but let's not forget about the people that okay. this
Yeah.
this I'm being so good with my words. I'm being so good with my language, aren't I?
Yes, I've served in the military. I was in there for 8.5 years, about 97, January 97 through May of 2005. I was in Iraq from 2003 to 2004, first year. Sorry. And go.
That is so confusing when you do that.
I just answered a person in
I know.
chat,
it's just really confusing when you do that, because I'm like talking and then you're like, yeah, and then I was doing that. What?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
The events of last week are not lost on me. I am very angry about last week. And tonight, my language has been very good, I think. I've not really cursed that much, but if you ask Chris on any given day, I am like a sailor. So I can tell you that the speech that was given, what was that, Thursday? When we were told how we were going to do what with our bodies and what with our kids and this, that, the other. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. Yeah. And then followed by the next morning reading that the drone strike that killed 10 people, 6 of whom were 8 and under, was a mistake. They got the wrong car with the drone. They killed the wrong people. They killed a U.S. aid worker. They killed a translator that worked with the U.S. Army and his entire family. 10 people because of a mistake. A mistake. I'm sorry. That's called murder. And
Yeah.
as commander in chief, that falls directly in his hands. And I am having a very hard time with that.
Yeah. Yes, we all should. Yep. I don't know what's going to happen, but something needs to. I'm sure it's written down in the Constitution or something like that, or maybe an emergency document like, I don't know, what do we do if our 3 branches are compromised by China? Whatever it is.
Well,
I'm just saying whatever it is. I don't know what it is exactly. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something's effed up.
find out what we can do about it. I mean, there's different remedies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I know Tori talks about different remedies to different things, and like, well, I'm sorry, but I am absolutely appalled at the audacity that that man has to come on and give a speech and talk about other people having rights to parent my children that are, like the schools, and that like I don't have rights to tell the school no. Go pound, go pound, go pound sand.
Because your kids are on their property.
Right, because my kids are on their property, therefore they can do whatever they want to my children while they're on their property. That's why a lot of parents are pulling their kids out of school and doing homeschooling. And the reason the school districts are acting the way they're acting is because they were given that ARP money, the American Response Plan money, and it came with strings. Now, the reason Governor DeSantis did not take the third tier of that money was because it came with too many strings. And he went, no, this is overstepping so far. This is so far of a governmental overreach. In fact, so far that I'm going to make H. Bill 241. And he did. And then in Leon County, they said, oh, that's illegal. You can't do that. Well, my answer to that would have been, suck it up, Buttercup. Because he's the governor and you're just a court, and governor supersedes court. So again, suck it up and you better buckle in, because it's going to be a bumpy ride for you guys. But I just feel like that man had the audacity to stand before the United States and give this little press conference telling us all about how, from federal workers all the way down to kindergartners, everyone needs to be vaccinated. He's going to mandate this and mandate this and mandate that. And he can't even get a drone strike correct.
Well, there's a running theory that's being looked into that the 13 members of the Marine Corps that were killed and the 200 civilians may have been a surface or air to ground weapon.
Oh, good God. So yeah, I do have a very, very hard time, and I struggle with a lot of this. I've not been in the military active duty. I've known plenty of people in my life who are. I'm incredibly thankful when they come home. I have lost an incredible number of friends who purposefully signed up to go and serve our country because of 9/11, and because they believed that there were terrorists coming to hurt us. And
hey,
knowing what we know now,
there,
we know that it had nothing to do with them. we went over and we destroyed a country, and then we just flew them all over here and said, come on in. And we know they hate us because we destroyed their country. We blamed 9/11 on them, and then we destroyed their country. So I am terrified to even imagine what they might do to our country when they're here. I don't think it's going to be patty cake time. Hello?
Hi. Hi. I had, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. My son came by.
Okay.
I missed what you said, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't.
The last 30 seconds? No?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll have to catch it on the repeat.
Okay there.
So I know that we are waiting for a couple of things to happen. We're going to stream into the Q therapy stuff, and
Are we? Okay.
so what?
We are?
Yeah,
Okay.
music therapy is a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Totally is.
so your voice is really loud again. Um, and I believe that music does heal, and I just want, everything to be okay eventually. There's a lot to reconcile with what has happened, even over the last 2 weeks, let alone the last 20 years.
I would agree.
You said it really well earlier, Chris. You said that, there are some people that need to be held accountable for what has happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that. And, it's interesting. I'd like to hear your take on, um, or how you feel about the fact that, Bush, and I don't know if Obama went. No, he was there. Obama and Bush and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, they were all at all the different memorials, giving their speeches, doing all their things. And I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Hi.
What?
No, yeah, your cough was really loud. My ears are very sensitive. No, I said your cough was very loud. Um, so yeah, I slept through it mostly because I had a migraine, but the morning time is very rough for me on 9/11. So I don't know. Were there any other videos that you had? Because I've been watching Telegram to get the notification about
Okay.
Taryn's thing. But hey Kelly, can you just in chat let me know when they are gonna go live so I can share the stream or go into the stream for that, please and thank you.
Right. HRC's double. Yeah. If I was there, I think I would be like, hey, so when are you going to tell everybody about that? That part? Or about this part?
Right?
Yeah. Hey, so what about that field in the middle of Pennsylvania? It's got a big crater in the bottom of it, but there's no like engines or anything.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I was like, when are you going to complain? And you and we watched, well, I had you watch, let's see, we watched 2 episodes of the Turning Point 9/11.
Yep.
I've watched all of it. I didn't have Chris watch the first one because that one was kind of emotional. And it is interesting though, because the tie-in for this is when the flight attendant is calling to the tower for American Airlines, and she is calling and saying, we can't get into, the to the cockpit. We think that they sprayed pepper spray in the first class cabin. Somebody's already been stabbed. Well, interestingly, when I was trying to do some work and investigate, what kind of things were in common or not in common with the different core civic federal prison systems in Arizona,
That's right.
the one thing that popped up was Akame.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, who's Akame? What is Akame? I looked it up at Wikipedia, the information, and I was like, all right, that's cool. Why is it all linked together? Well, then Seth was the one that, he put the Mark Lewin or Levine, or it went by either way. He was from Israel. He used to be on the Israeli, not army, they're called something else. Israeli defense team.
Yeah, Defense Force.
Yeah, something. So this guy was on the Israeli Defense Force, whatever you want to call it, but he was the guy that developed the CDN, the Content Delivery Network, for Akame, and he was the first person that was killed on 9/11 because he was stabbed by one of the hijackers. And I'm like, well, how would they know he was the first one? That's just crazy. Right. And now watching this show, I was like, well, that's how they knew. And it was just so interesting that, I was able to tie that all together just because of, trying to do all the different, pigeonhole work that we do. And so, stay in school, kids. You never know what you're going to learn that you'll use later in life, because we sure did. We used that. And then through that, Akame, we figured out Akame is tied into
everything.
Smartmatic, tied into Dominion. Akame is in everything, literally everything. I mean, if it is a streaming service, it's Akame, or Akame, or however you want to say it. I know Tori's talked about it. I know Bergie's talked about it. Pretty much anybody that has any type of computer background, they understand exactly who they are. And I don't think they're nefarious purposely. I think it's a mechanism, it's a tool, but they are 100% China based. And so every time you pull your stuff as, the IP hunter, you're like, dang it, freaking Akame is right up in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's more uncommon to find a website that isn't run through something that has Akamai in it than to find that it is, from what I've seen lately.
I would concur with that statement. I would probably like to do sometime a proper network investigation process with people to show them what processes I use and so on. Sometime, not necessarily right now, but to do that, I kind of wanted to ask. That's why I asked out there if anybody did any network investigations to see if there's a need or want to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how we found them. Kami.
True. No, absolutely. True. And I don't think there's anything wrong with like you hosting a network investigation I don't want to call it a class, but for lack of a better phrase, class or tutorial or
tutorial
whatever.
Good, yeah.
As a show one day, like at a different time that's more convenient for you than having to wake you up at 10:30 your time when it's 1:30 my time. You can always do that or do it later at night or whatever. Because that for me, it's just not my jam. I understand how it works, and because you taught me how it works, so I already know.
It's not an exciting game.
It's not exciting. I mean, sometimes it is. I mean, when you've got like the actual timestamp of when
you get
the election was, when you get your conclusions and you get the timestamps when the actual election was, not I wouldn't say hacked into, but when some device logged into the Dominion network and you got that timestamp, that's a big deal.
Yep.
It was a really big deal. So that's what gets us excited when we find that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah.
So that's I don't know.
Do you have?
So you have a lot of APIs, is what Tyrone asked.
Yeah. So the APIs that I think you're talking about are for the networking stuff, the investigations. Yes, they do. Yeah. Let me see here. Boom. Burn. Open sesame. For instance, let me see here. I'm going to switch to this other screen. One moment. They're pretty interesting. So we'll see this here. 11. Oops, wrong one. I ejected out of the building. So, oops. More time, Chris. So this is one of the APIs that I have. It's got a Alien Vault. It's Shodan, first of all. And so it tells me a bunch of stuff through these icons right here once I go into a website. Like this one right here will tell you, it'll scrape the website and give you all the stuff that it has on the website for, yes, I didn't want to do that right now. It's like, yeah, no way. It'll tell you what's on there, what's available, that kind of stuff. And sorts of fun stuff. Sorry. Keys, proxy switches, showing you all my goodies. This one's fun. I want to see the diagram. This tells you what's kind of stuff's on the website that you're looking at. This one here is Showdown. What it is here is you view the Dominion. Domain titles. And this is Showdown. Showdown is awesome. It's this website here. And it tells you all the stuff it has on that website. This has got a lot.
Yeah, he likes all his toys.
Yep. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I can show you, if and when we do that.
Yeah, that's up to you. That's your call.
So, yep. Notes. So yeah, I want to see if people were interested. Just wanted to kind of throw it out there. APIs. Yeah. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that is going to do it for us. I have not seen Taryn pop up yet. So I don't know if I know who White Bro 69 is. But hi, thank you for joining us today. Or tonight rather. But yeah. We're gonna work on being more consistent with our schedule. Our normal streams will be at 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon. That way we're not interfering with Tori's stream or Bergie's stream. but naturally, if there's any breaking news, we will definitely pop on and share anything that's breaking, things like that. So,
Yep. And if you do have some questions, let us know, or things you want to do. Like I'll offer hunting trips once in a while, where we go on a hunting trip after some topic and we scrape the internet and its vast crevices for information on something. I haven't done one in a while, so I'd love to do one if somebody is up for it.
and that's, I mean, that's not done on a live. That's usually done just through his Zoom, and
Yep. Yeah, it's not
he
normally done on
collects.
a show. Yeah, it's on a Zoom.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a breakout research group.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that for the crazy times clown.
The audit when the
CC.
Antifa guys were supposed to
Yeah.
hit it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
that was a lot of fun. I know Trent had a lot of fun doing that with us. So it was good. But yeah, check out I think they're doing the Q therapy on the SMG HQ Twitch channel. So make sure you guys tune into that for some good music, just to relax and just raise your vibration. And that way you can go into tomorrow having a great day.
Are they doing that already?
No.
Okay. Too bad.
No. So yeah, I know. I really wanted to join it. I'm trying to find any kind of channel to like sync into.
Not happening. Okay.
Let me see something. Don't do anything yet.
I'm not jumping off. So it's like 15 minutes.
What's wrong?
Collective Ador said,
Yeah, Kel.
said 15 minutes. Tyrone.
Okay.
15 minutes.
Let's see here. That, and I'm looking to see how do we
Oh, it's my cat. That's nice. Uh-huh. Coming in meowing. That she's letting me know that she wants some tuna, wet tuna. So
gotcha.
yeah, she's special like that. I might be sprinkled with sarcasm. Just saying. Yep, until Q therapy.
Okay.
There's
Yeah, none of the channels I follow are live right now except for the Brant for Liberty, but I have no idea what he's showing right now. I mean, I guess we can go check it out.
okay.
So yeah, just I mean, I guess stay put, everybody. If you want to hang in, we'll go do what's called a raid. Not that I have anything to offer them, but we can go check them out and say hi.
What do I need to do?
You don't need to do anything.
Okay, I can do that. Because I'm really good at not doing the right thing and screwing things up at times. I know it's hard to believe. I know, get it, but once in a while, I can prove myself wrong.
Okay, it says 2 viewers are ready to raid. How many viewers do we have right now?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, come
on. It says 5 viewers with 96 views, but 11 followers.
Okay. So I don't know why.
Is that a choo-choo?
Yeah, it is. I was trying to mute, but I don't know. I'm not going to do that because I don't know what's going to happen.
It's okay.
And I don't want to cut the stream off.
Everybody.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's all I got. Eventually we'll nail down the audio stuff.
Yep.
At the beginning, but
Yeah, this originally started out to be a little try and run through some stuff that happened today, but mainly get the equipment all synced up.
Yeah, that was important too. So, bumps and bruises as we learn, and should have the website up and running. Well, at least the landing page up and ready tomorrow. But unfortunately, I don't think many people got to hear any of the music that we did. So I guess as a closing, are you able to like drop the music back in, except not the stream starting soon part?
Sure, I can. Well, ooh, that's a really good question. I could separate it out real quick. I was going to suggest that we bring up that we would probably be looking for people that are really bored with no time on their hands except for volunteer time.
Yeah, but not right now because we need to talk about that.
Right. Yep. Got it. Your teleporter started. And where to put that?
Yes, the teleporter has started, so it must be time for music.
Whoa, what happened there? Where are you? There we go. Wow, that was crazy.
I know, right?
Well, everything got crazy here. Like it's showing my desktop. That was crazy. Like
yeah, please do, Kelly.
Zoom's gone. There we go.
This music that is going on right now is actually a mix that I made all by myself, and the video too.
Yep, I can do that. I believe so. Nope.
Okay, we'll just drop what it was.
You want me to show the video with music?
Just drop the stream starting soon music in. Just like we're leaving. Like
it is.
Goodbye.
It
Good
is.
night.
It is.
It is what? I see your desktop.
Well, it's starting soon. It's playing right now. That's. I think they can hear it.
Okay, we didn't get to say goodbye.
Crazy lady. You should probably do that right now.
What?
You should probably do that right now.
Okay, so we're leaving. We're gonna play you guys some music, and we'll be in the chat for a few more minutes with you. So
I can separate it out.
We will be back with you guys tomorrow. Well, no, tomorrow we're not. Monday we'll be back with you guys.
And I have it separated out. Take me a second to save it.
Okay. Well, it's playing now anyway, I think.
Okay. Close that down. Close that down. Open that up. Outro. Media. Wow, it's really fast. There you go. It's created instantly. That's beautiful. No pictures, just music.
I wanted the pictures.
What'd you say?
I wanted the pictures.
OMG.
That's why I said just leave it.
Okay, there you go. Bye.